Covering the Capitol tonight as state budget negotiations continue at the Capitol. One question that has come up is the method the state would use to fund public schools.
Democrats and Republicans disagree on the data the state will use to determine how much funding districts will get. Fox 43's James Corrigan spoke today with those on both sides of the argument and tells us just how much money is at stake.
The state budget is almost at the finish line, but one of the final sticking points will be how crucial funding from here makes its way here.
We're all losing out because we're not helping our kids get a good education.
Marc Stier is the executive director of the Pennsylvania Policy Center, which supports using data from school districts on the number of students eligible for income assistance programs to determine the funding for districts with so-called adequacy gaps when it comes to performance and funding. Republicans want to determine that funding with census data, which Stier says would paint too broad a picture compared to the school data.
It gives us a better measure of poverty among school children and their parents. And that's really what is the determining factor in how costly it is to provide an adequate education.
Now, the difference between the two sets of data is stark. The census data would result in $721 million fewer dollars for schools across Pennsylvania over 7 years. Here in York, it would mean $11 million fewer dollars for the York City School District in that time. But Republicans say that the census data is more reliable as opposed to the self-reported school data. Republican State Representative Jesse Topper is the GOP chair of the House Education Committee and says his concern is the possibility of a lack of independence in the data.
If we're going to tie this kind of money to that kind of data, we really need it to be independently verified.
As the budget impasse continues, advocates say the additional money is crucial to fill decades-old gaps in school funding, while Republicans are wary of that funding going in the wrong hands.
If we shift to the census data, urban districts, rural districts, even some suburban districts are going to get shortchanged.
What we're going for is trying to ensure that the money is not distributed politically.
James Corrigan, Fox 43 News.